Hello everyone, I'm Marina in Nails Sakramel School. I couldn't go past this new nail trend, encapsulated nail extensions. Stay tuned to see what I ended up with. Let's get into it. Here are the nails I will be working with today. These are rather long since they are about 2 months old. Some of the nails broke or peeled off badly, especially the thumbnail and the nail on the index finger. Today I'm going to extend some of the nails and feel the rest. First, I need to make them shorter. My model is very uncomfortable with long nail extensions. I need to make sure that the length is all right. Then I can take off the coating. Most importantly, I need to get rid of all the lifting. I removed the leftover gel from the index fingernail. The gel is peeling near the cuticle, so I should be careful. I'm holding the nail tight with my non-active thumb. I need to thin down the lower part of the coating. My model warned me that the nail had cracked right in that area. Honestly, I was confused about this particular nail because it looked too yellow. At this point, I can see how bad the nail crack is. That yellow thing is just dirt that got inside that crack. It's not dangerous, so I can just polish it. Good thing I can coat this nail. The cuticle is pretty thin, so I'm going to do a combined manicure today. But first, let's file the free edge. As for the nails that I'm not going to extend, there is no need to file them a lot. I'm going to coat them anyway, so why bother with it? I'm touching up the natural nails with a file to smooth out the leftover coating. I'm using a soft buffer to polish the cuticle zone, to lift the nail scales without damaging thin cuticles. Now I'm going to use a red drill bit to cut them. I'm being particularly careful with the sinuses. In the forward mode, I'm e-filing the left sides, under the cuticle, the lateral sinuses, as well as the nail folds. I switch to the reverse mode to polish the right sides. I'm smoothing out the inside of the cuticle to cut it. It does look rather thin, but there is enough of it to cut. Once I'm done with this, I can prepare the nails for sculpting. First up, I dehydrate them and wipe off leftover dust. Now I need to degrease the nail plate and apply a primer for good bonding. I'm using a flat brush to apply a base coat to prevent pulling in the cuticle zone. Now I need to fix that crack on the index finger to secure it. I will be using fiberglass. I put some right on top of the base coat. Grab a bit more base coat and tap on that little piece with your brush to prevent it from sticking out later. This non-woven material will keep that crack in place, so it won't be bothering my model. Do you like my videos and want to learn more? I invite you to join us and get access to Sakramel's knowledge base. More than 20 video courses for the price of one, including a certificate. Our courses are available worldwide. Read the description for details and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to use dual forms for the extensions, an elongated square shape. I keep trimming the forms till they perfectly mirror the curve and the cuticle line. These dual forms are rather hard. I like the ones that are more flexible in the cuticle zone. They work like magic. The cuticle zone looks absolutely natural. For today's nail design, we're going to need water. Add some liquid soap to it and mix it well till you get lots of bubbles. Just keep stirring it. We're going to need those bubbles. First up, we need to cover up the dual form with a top coat. Yes, a top coat. Then we can put our bubbles on top. Now we need to cure it in a lamp. There is nothing new about this design. I think it's about 5 or even 7 years old. I remember how viral it was. The pictures of it were all around the internet. Bubble nail art. I did recreate it myself. Now it's been modified for dual forms, which is a great idea. We need to wipe the dual form clean. It's time to wrap chrome powder in, right on top of the bubbles. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I make sure to get inside the bubbles with the brush to cover them up with powder. I turn the dual form over to check if it's all good. Now we're going to need some builder gels. Pick in random colors. Make sure to fill in the dual form with those color gels. We need to mix them together to blur out the borders. I make sure to brush through them to blend them out. We need a smooth transition. Now we can put it on the nail. I leave a small gap near the cuticle. There is a polymerized top coat inside the dual forms, and the bubbles make it thicker. So we will have to file it a bit. Don't forget to turn the hand over to check the side walls. There should be no gaps or excess thickness. Clean it all up and send the nail into the lamp. I push through the gel with the brush in order to fill in all the bubbles. We need this coating to be homogeneous to file it. Turn the dual form over to touch up the color combination. Now I can extend the nail on the index finger. I ask my model to help me and cure the cuticle zone with the UV flashlight. We can also touch it up on the inside to keep it clean. Now we should wait till it gets cured in the lamp. Finally, we can take off the forms. This is my favorite part of the process. When you can see that the nails are almost done, you just need to file them. I made it clear that we need to file the cuticle zone. The coating ended up a bit uneven, but it was inevitable since we made the top coat thicker with all those bubbles. But it's not that much of an issue. I touch up the length with the drill bit. I'm using a purple drill bit with a thin tip to file out the excess gel from the cuticle zone. That's pretty much it. We just need to touch up the shape and file the side walls. Keep all the lines parallel and smooth out the cuticle zone. Make sure to thin down the tips. They should be thin and elegant. Turn the nail over to file out the leftover gel together with the natural nail. Polish the nail surface with a buffer. Finally, we can cover it up with a top coat to reveal our design to the world. I'm in love with these little bubbles. You can't help but have a closer look. It looks like some kind of scale or unicorn glitter by the name of my chrome powder. It looks absolutely amazing. What do you think about this nail design? If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and check out more videos about nail sculpting on my channel. Wishing you all beautiful nails. Good luck. Bye bye.